everybody, I'm Joel Friesen, and I am with Silver Arrow Cars, and this is our US-born, US spec 1996 Porsche 911 Turbo. Yes, this is a 993 Turbo. This is, well, right up there with one of the most desirable 911 models there is, or generations. This is the last of the air-cooled cars. And this is a first for many parts, or many aspects of the 911 Turbo. This is certainly, if you remove values and dollars and everything else, and you're just talking about the specific generations of 911s, but also just cars, this is probably Tim and I's favorite car. These do everything really, really well, and that is probably one of the great reasons why they've done so well in value and continue to appreciate year after year. Great cars like this one, being a 33,605 mile car, are hard to come across and crazy, crazy desirable. This, of course, is finished in its polar silver metallic over classic gray leather, full leather interior. That's including dash, door panels. There is so much you can do with these cars. They can be a car that you daily drive. They can be a car that you take out and drive hard. They can be a car that someone that isn't well versed in high-end or tricky to drive cars, they're extremely easy to drive. If you wanted to drive them in inclement weather, they're all-wheel drive, as every 911 Turbo from the 993 generation is. They have modern amenities like keyless entry. They have power windows, cruise control, power sunroof, power locks, air conditioning, and the list goes on and on. I've got my air conditioning cranked. I'm nice and chilly in here. It's 30 degrees outside. And just a wonderful car. It comes to us from a great collector, the same person that we have that beautiful 25,000 mile 930 Turbo. Well serviced. It's had the turbo, has been recently serviced and has had the turbos rebuilt. Also in its documentation and service history, there is plenty more servicing in its past life, or not past life, but past years of its life in Canada, and that comes in the binder together. Very complete car. It's got its original books and manuals and pouch, everything that you'd want with it. It's got its original keys. It's got that binder with all the service documents and original paper documentation of the car, clean Carfax, exquisite exterior and interiors like new, and the list goes on and on. So later on in this video, I'm going to put the car through its paces and go through all the gears to show you how it drives, but right now we're going to start with some of our footage of the car rolling and driving down the road. You'll get to hear it. We have an external mic mounted. So let's go. enjoyed the rolling shots of the car. So this is the part where I'm going to put it through its paces. I'm going to get up into the RPMs and up into the gears, up and down this road, and probably talk about it a little bit and leave it there. So I'm going to downshift. Car behind me is leaving. You'll see a lot of the turbo kick in, or you'll feel it kick in probably about 4,000 RPM. It's a lot more linear than a 930 or a 964 though. There we go. Cars drive so smoothly. It's almost like driving an old first-gen NSX. Everything is smooth. Transmission feels amazing. Very planted, but way more power than an NSX. The reasons we love these cars so much is they're so drivable. That transmission, the power assisted clutch, driving position, steering wheel, steering, all-wheel drive. Assembly is great on the earlier generation cars, but fit and finish on this is actually, you know what? It's not a fair comparison to an NSX, but it feels, the build quality is like the newer cars. It is so high. There are no rattles, no squeaks, no nothing. Everything feels and acts like it should. All the switches have positive feedback. I mean, listen to that. That's a cigarette lighter. Headlights. These cars are just, I love them. Anyway. The bottom here, and I'll turn around and we'll head back up. This was the first 911 turbo with a 6-speed manual transmission, and the feel and the feedback of this transmission is a massive upgrade over the previous generations. All right, we're clear. .400 horsepower, twin turbo K16 turbos. so good. If you drive a manual transmission in a newer generation car and you've always wondered about getting an air-cooled car, the transition is not going to be that hard for you. And a 993 turbo is certainly one of the, maybe not friendliest dollar-wise, but certainly a friendly entry into air-cooled generation Porsche, because you have a very good chance of seeing some appreciation over your ownership. Nice. Oh, there it is. God, it's good. You have no idea. So we were selling this car. This is a US car. This is a clean Carfax, clean history, well serviced, turbos rebuilt, fresh service. You know, what else is there to say? An amazing car, 33,623 miles. This is located in our Blaine, Washington warehouse. It is sitting on a Washington title, ready for you to take ownership. All we have to do is ship it to you, and that is very easy to do. So probably one of the most secure cars to invest in is a 993 Turbo. They continue to rise in value. This is probably one of the best color combos, or one of the favorites, certainly for me. The condition is incredible across the entire car. It's got great history. It's got service documents going back a number of years. It's freshly serviced. The turbos have been rebuilt, which is usually something that does need to be done. It does not get done often enough. And certainly out in the sunlight as you're seeing it today, stunning, stunning car. Very easy to drive. It's not as challenging as some of the older cars, certainly the 930s and the 964s, where the turbos have some lag to them. This is a lot more linear. All-wheel drive, of course, and a 6-speed. Earlier generation turbos. They're 5-speed transmissions and rear-wheel drive only. Yeah, I can't say enough. So please bid with confidence. Reach out, Silver Arrow Cars on the internet, or wherever it is you want to look for us. This is an incredible US spec car with great history, and we are bringing it to you. Thank you so much.